The question that has set the entire BTS fandom ablaze is both simple and devastating. Under what circumstances could one of the most admired members of the group, Jungkook, decide to part ways with HYBE, the company that has shaped and supported his career for more than 10 years? And why did Taehyung, his close bandmate and friend, feel it necessary to speak up at last, revealing a reason so heavy that it left millions of ARMY in tears? This revelation has unleashed a wave of emotion and speculation, pushing conversations into areas no one had expected. What Taehyung shared was not a throwaway remark or a vague explanation. It was a dramatic disclosure that forced everyone to confront uncomfortable truths about pressure, sacrifice, and hidden conflicts within the entertainment industry, truths that had long been whispered about but never confirmed. Now, one question dominates the discussion across social media and fan forums. Why did Jungkook choose this particular moment to step back from HYBE? And even more pressing, what does this mean for the future of BTS as a group? When Taehyung delivered his words, the weight in his tone was impossible to miss. This was not casual conversation. His statement was deliberate, serious, and carefully framed, almost like a lecture meant to close off speculation and denial. It felt as though he had carried the burden of silence for too long and could no longer withhold the truth. Every word was sharp, chosen to pierce through doubt and communicate not only Jungkook's decision, but the deeper emotions and necessities behind it. The framing made one thing clear: this was never about a career adjustment or a whim. It was about survival. It was about autonomy. It was about reclaiming identity after years of being forced into roles and expectations so heavy that they threatened to erase the man behind the idol. The news exploded online within seconds. Timelines filled instantly with heartbreak and disbelief. Armies from every corner of the world poured out their reactions, ranging from shock and devastation to solidarity and sympathy. For this fandom, known for its loyalty, this was not just another piece of entertainment news. It was a wound, a rupture in the foundation of what they believed unshakable. Fans began to look backward, replaying past interviews, performances, and live streams. Had Jungkook been showing signs all along? Were there moments of hesitation, subtle hints of rebellion that went unnoticed? Retrospective questions multiplied, but concrete answers remained elusive. For now, only Taehyung's revelation stood as the focal point of understanding. The impact of his words cannot be overstated. He painted Jungkook as someone who had poured his heart, soul, and energy into both BTS and HYBE, only to find himself increasingly suffocated by obligations that clashed with his own dreams. The demand to constantly embody perfection, to deliver beyond human limits, was a suffocating cage that left little room for self-expression. According to Taehyung, Jungkook's choice to step away was not an impulsive act of rebellion, but a carefully considered decision to protect his long-term well-being. This reframed the entire narrative. It was not betrayal, it was self-preservation. Yet, for fans who saw HYBE as synonymous with BTS itself, the sting of his absence remained unbearable. The timing of Jungkook's decision only deepened the shock. BTS still stands at the center of global music, with expectations for future projects higher than ever. To many, stepping away now seems destabilizing. But Taehyung's framing suggested otherwise. This was not about derailing the group's momentum, but ensuring Jungkook could continue to create, breathe, and perform without collapsing. The paradox is haunting. To save himself, he had to leave the very system that built him. And yet, survival sometimes requires departure. For ARMY, no amount of reasoning can fully soften the blow. Many confessed to crying uncontrollably upon hearing the news. Some described feeling betrayed, not by Jungkook, but by the circumstances that cornered him into this choice. Why was he forced into a position where leaving seemed like the only way forward? Why did HYBE, a company that owed so much to his talent, allow this fracture to occur? And most painfully, what will BTS look like without Jungkook under HYBE's umbrella? Another layer of intrigue is Taehyung's role in all of this. Why was he the one to speak up? Why now? His tone made it clear that he was motivated not only by loyalty to Jungkook, but by loyalty to the truth. In stepping into the role of spokesperson, he placed himself at the center of the storm. His words carried sorrow but also conviction, leaving many wondering whether other members quietly share his sentiments. Could Jungkook's move be the first domino, triggering deeper changes within BTS? The industry context complicates the matter further. HYBE is known worldwide as a powerhouse of artist management, projecting unity and strength to the public while demanding discipline behind closed doors. Jungkook's decision directly challenges that carefully curated image. If someone as central as Jungkook can step away, then no artist is untouchable. The implications extend well beyond BTS, they ripple through the entire K-pop ecosystem, hinting at a possible shift in how idols reclaim their agency from rigid corporate systems. Taehyung's decision not to sugarcoat the situation added even more weight. He could have delivered a polished statement designed to calm fans. Instead, he chose brutal honesty. He wanted ARMY to feel the gravity of the truth. His words were not crafted to soothe, but to reveal. In doing so, he offered fans a painful but invaluable gift: honesty. Through this honesty, a new narrative emerged. This is not only a story of fracture, but also one of resilience. Jungkook refused to collapse under relentless sacrifice. His departure, painful as it is, marks a declaration of selfhood. Still, the devastation lingers. Fans who built their lives around BTS now find themselves reeling, unsure what the future holds. Will Jungkook pursue music independently? If so, will ARMY follow him outside the structure of HYBE? Can the bond between members survive even if corporate ties are severed? And most hauntingly, is this the beginning of a broader transformation for BTS, one that could reshape their identity in ways no one could have foreseen? For now, these questions hang heavily in the air. What is certain is that Jungkook's departure is both a tragedy and a declaration. It is tragic because it shatters the illusion of permanence. It is declarative because it proves that even within the most powerful systems, individual voices cannot be silenced forever. Jungkook's choice to walk away may have broken millions of hearts, but it also set a precedent. And Taehyung, by revealing the truth, ensured that this moment will never be forgotten. It will stand as one of the most dramatic and consequential turning points in BTS history. Yet, amidst all this intensity, it must be said clearly, this entire story is speculative. There has been no official announcement from Jungkook, Taehyung, HYBE, or BTS confirming any of these details. The dramatic claims of a departure are not grounded in verified reporting. They remain within the realm of rumor, dramatization, and fan speculation. Neither Jungkook nor Taehyung has made any such statement. HYBE has not issued confirmation. BTS continues its journey together. For now, the truth is simple: Jungkook has not left HYBE.